Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today, we'll be taking another look at the fun, tactical roguelite Autobattler known as Godless. Now, I've been having an absolute blast with this game. If you want to get it for yourself, link in the video description below, of course. Now, I did recently release an episode of this game, which kind of goes over a little bit more of the basics. So if you want to understand some of the basics of the game, you can certainly check out that video. I'll link it down below as well. And while you're down there, my friends, you might as well hit that like, and you might as well hit that subscribe, especially if you're digging the content. Thank you so much for spending some time here today. So we do have an active run ongoing, right? So we'll be jumping back into that. It features the Blade Master and a pretty fun deck that we've been putting together, of course. But first and foremost, let's pop on into the library here. Looks like there's some new developments occurring, and let's just see what this is all about. Obviously, the library here is the metagame, right? The currency here is experience. Looks like we have a new option available. So, a boss has been defeated with more than 95 health left, which gives us access to Divine Inspiration. So, it looks like this will buff up our allies every 9 turns by either +1/+1 up to +3/+3. Okay, quite nice. I mean, let's definitely unlock this, right? So what do I gotta do? Like hold it down? Oh yeah, press the little lock, of course. Pretty intuitive. And then it looks like you can, upgrade this at 900 experience a pop. So available, we also have Hidden Treasury, which gives us some extra rewards to claim. And we also have Rituals, which is fulfilled. So obviously you can see we gotta be doing different things here to get these options available, and then we use experience to unlock them. So yes, there was something new, but we don't quite have enough experience to get it done. But that's all right. Let's hop on into a run and let's get some more experience. What do you say? All right, so let's see where we're at here. I think we left off on... Okay, so we're on continent 5 of 10. So I'm assuming once we complete continent number 10, it does complete a run. And of course, we do have the difficulty level set up as follows. So Act 1 was easy. We're well through Act 1. We're on to, I believe, Act 2 or 3 now. I think it might be 2. So this is kind of what we're looking at on normal difficulty. All kinds of stuff here. Like I said, check out the first video if you want more of a, in-depth look at what a lot of this stuff is. The first thing I want to do, though, I want to take a look at my deck. So what do we have going on here? We have the Ferocious Bear, Totemic Circle, on enter doubles attack of any entering units. I actually kind of love this with the Blade Master. I really do. So do we get rid of the bear, maybe? I've got the Cleric. I've got the bear. I like this better, I think. I mean, it does cost 2, but I think we can set it up properly. Let's just give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Fun thing about this game is, of course, being able to change up your decks. And we're on Dame Onio. And we have the following adversaries against us. So let's go. I believe this is another desert continent, I want to say, perhaps. Yeah, so the desert is actually a pretty challenging terrain. And what is this? I don't even know what this is. Abandoned Tower. On-enter trigger, on-enter effects of all adjacent tiles. Okay. And we have one of these little catacombs here, which will be a form of teleportation. We have Broken Seals, so teleports the shrine to an adjacent hex and deals 2 damage to it. Yikes. And then, of course, we have the Places of Power. Okay, definitely a lot more going on in this particular one. We have to be wary of the wind. We have to be wary of the quicksand. There's all kinds of things going on here. So let's do our best, as we normally do. All right, so place in the shrine first and foremost. So we want to place this away from where our allies are going to be, but we also have to protect it as well. So let's see. I think probably up here is the ideal spot. Basically, I have this debuff where if our allies are summoned around it, they will actually attack it. And obviously, we don't want that. If the shrine dies, we die, right? The run ends. So we don't want that. So I think what I can do is let's try to focus on maybe getting our allies in the middle portion here. Just kind of leave the shrine to itself. I don't know, it just makes the most sense to me. Either that or we get a Blade Master right here and we throw down a fort right here. Well, why don't we do that? Let's sub the Abandoned Tower for the fort. The training camp, that is. Let's put our Blade Master right here. He will, of course, travel through. I'm just worried about this quicksand. I mean, it stuns you, right? Like, that's terrifying. It's debilitating. So let's end our turn there. Let's see what the enemy does. Of course, we can get a little bit of predictive programming here by holding down left control, and looks like this fellow will use the teleport function. Okay, that was a little bit unforeseen. Should have probably saw that coming. But we're going to be moving back here, and we do move and attack first. He's got 50 HP, which is a pretty monstrous amount. What's this going to do? Teleports the shrine to an adjacent hex. Alright, well, let's get rid of that. Looks like this guy will be stricken by the quicksand. Yeah, he's going to move right to the quicksand. Okay, this should be interesting. I think we're going to be tested, early in this run here right away. So there's a hit, of course. He should be stunned. On move stuns all adjacent enemies is his skill. That's terrifying as well. Alright, so where are you going? You're going to go back this way. I don't love that. I could teleport him. On attack creates 2 broken seals on random hexes. And then furthermore, on attack, the creature gets stronger as well. Okay, so I think one thing that I'm noticing here, we definitely have in our deck, the totality of our deck, right? We have a lot of kind of expensive cards to play, right? Blade Master, our primary creature, is to... I mean, I don't do something like just sack a cleric, do I? I mean, that's something I'm thinking about. We need an enemy to enter an adjacent hex. That's what we need. So if I do this, if I teleport him up 1. We do get the mana, okay. So that was definitely a question that I had. This guy's going to move. So if we get a cleric down... Wait, what was that? I was trying to summon a cleric, man. This guy needs to stay there. And that's unfortunate because I wanted to summon a cleric. I guess I don't understand what's going on. I can teleport him multiple times. Okay, I mean, we'll certainly take it. Let's get a cleric. I mean, ideally he moves. Maybe have him just move down. This is definitely a challenging one. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so he gets that HP restored. And he does get his attack doubled. Now, it's not the end of the world that our shrine is getting, hit a little bit here and there. It really isn't the end of the world. So you're going to move back. It's just kind of like, why? This guy's going to stay put, but he's going to be hitting for 18 now. So let's get a training camp down on our Blade Master. This deck is sort of, I guess, structured to buff up our Blade Master, right? So he gets more attack there. He's going to get the strike. We got these broken seals coming down. Is he must be stunned, I'm guessing. That must be what that little wizard hat deal is. Okay, so I think what I have to do is I have to +1/+2 to an ally and freeze it until the next turn. I'm either going to be burning mana, right? I think we can put a cleric right there. You can summon on quicksand as long as they don't move into it, is what I'm understanding. Let's give regen to our Blade Master. And we need him to attack. Okay, that's a big hit there. Okay, so the cleric does go down. And we got this enraged ogre just beating on our shrine. Not a good combination. Alright, let's see. I do like that he's camped on this camp that is, buffing him up. I think what I'm going to do is save my mana. Maybe we either get another Blade Master down, or it'll just give us a little more flexibility. This ogre is going to get taken out, right? Our Blade Master will take a pretty hefty hit. He does, but he survives. And that creature is getting very, very strong, that Demonologist. Alright, kill in duel. Add +2 attack to an ally. They attack. Okay, that is actually quite nice. Yes. Let's do this. Boom. You will attack. Basically, you get a free double attack, which is quite nice. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do... Let's just end our turn, plain and simple. Let's spare our mana. Let's end our turn. Boom, take out the Demonologist. We have wave 2 coming up. Definitely a little bit rocky, right? But that's alright. We made a recovery. Sigil of Life. Random beneficial tile. Turn all quicksands into sandstorms. Copy any traversable tile to all adjacent hexes. Wow. I think I kind of like that. Let's do it right here. Okay, so that's a training camp. He's going to come right on down. Exile, add +3/+8 to an ally. All enemies on the next continent will have +1/+1. Copy a traversable text to an adjacent hex. I mean, I think we can do that. So we can do something like this, right? He's coming down. That is confirmed. So let's go ahead and put this totemic ritual on enter, doubles attack of any entering units. Oh, I should put that right here, actually. I thought it was adjacent. My bad. That's okay. What do you do? Let's throw a cleric right there. Just as a bit of a meat shield. It's all about the Blade Master anyways. Alright, so he moves. He's going to attack, of course. Abandoned Tower. Okay, so that actually doubled our Blade Master's attack again. So he's sporting a terrifying 208 for attack, which is crazy. Alright, so what's going to happen here? Looks like he might be attacking. Wait, is he stunned? Tell me you're not stunned. I kind of feel like he's stunned. Okay. I mean, this one's definitely making me think. It's making me think long and hard, actually. Let's put a cleric right there. The idea is that he moves down and restores our Blade Master, who I believe is stunned. I think that's what that little aura is. Okay, so you are buffing yourself. On move. You didn't move. So the Blade Master should be going. Let's get a cleric right here. And let's end the turn. The Blade Master has to do some work. I think the question becomes, who is he going to target, though? Cleric's got to move, and he's going to give him, what, +2 health? So I think that means that the Blade Master actually falls, because he's going to target the Demonologist. I burned my mana. Okay, well, that's really not good. But there's nothing else that we can really do. Alright, so he got the regen. Nice, he gets another regen. And another regen. Okay, never mind. Forgot that he had regeneration, which is excellent. That's very, very useful. I thought we were going to be in trouble there. At +3 attack to a unit, if it exceeds health, you get +10 ether. Yeah, let's do this with our Blade Master, huh? Works for me. Alright, so they're up close and personal again. Turn 2 broken seals into cleansed seals. Okay. 2 places of power. Create 2 places of power on chosen hexes. Let's do this. Banish evil. Alright, Soothe Before Death. Add +8 health. Okay, that seems pretty great. Just give him a little bit of health back for sure. We got the Archaeologist. And thank you, commenter, in the previous video for correcting my Jurassic Park knowledge. Or I guess providing me with the proper Jurassic Park knowledge to be dangerous. Yeah, so we want the Cleric. Okay. Let's do this. Blade Master, cut down the Archaeologist here. I'm still calling him Dr. Jones. I understand that it is not Dr. Jones. That is, in fact, Indiana Jones. But I'm still calling him Dr. Jones. Okay, so our shrine is just teleporting all over the place, including interacting with the terrain. Let's do this. Okay. So this will actually work out quite nice. Watch the Blade Master. He's going to move onto here. And it's going to give him double. Yeah, 420 attack damage. Crazy. Alright, so a little rocky there. A little rocky there, my friends. But, yeah, it's been a few days since I played this game last. And I do think the difficulty is certainly scaling up. We see our enemies getting just bonus, skills, which really kind of came into effect in that last one. However, for our reward, let's check it out. We have the Tribal Priestess. On death, resurrect the last died ally on a random hex. And growth. Costs 2 mana. And then we have Frenzy. Any units attack all adjacent units. Wow. I mean, that seems like a really good combination with a Blade Master that has, 400 attack, doesn't it? Sure does. Alright, good deal. Alright, so I think let's just do better next time. We're going to have plenty more opportunities to do better. So let's do it. Alright, looks like we completed the Pride. You've ascended as a God of Blades. Whenever allies attack 9 times in total, summon a Swordsman. A pretty respectable unit with 4 attack and 6 HP. And then on attack deals double damage if the target is weaker. Very nice. Okay, cool. So we have that one. So we have ascended, essentially, yeah. So we got this nice looking seal right here. Lots of different things going on in this game that I really do like. There's just a lot of things that you're sort of building toward. Lots of different currencies. Just lots of different things to consider when putting together your early, mid, and late game, of course. So we have the Merchant. We have a Sanctuary. So I notice I do have these sparks. I believe these are gems. Acquire talent using elemental energies. Sanctuary is a passive perk for the shrine. I think I'm going to do the chamber, because we have some energy here for sure. Let's check the Merchant. See if we have anything. Okay, plus 10 shrine health. We could do plus 10 nature energy. I mean, this is kind of expensive, so I certainly will take this. We're not expensive, but it's useful, I do think. Let's see what else. We have these one-time use scrolls, I do believe. Looks like we're pretty well loaded on scrolls here. For skills, though, we have the Swordsman. We have an Orc Warlord. On attack, add this unit's attack to all adjacent allies. Wow, okay. But he costs 2. I mean, I feel like we need to get away from some of the more expensive. Sorcerer's Tower. Passive adds +1/+1 to an adjacent ally whenever you use a spell, scroll, or auxiliary skill. Okay. Kill an ally to summon another random ally of the same mana cost. So I could see this being useful if you're able to sort of bring additional units onto the field by ways that don't require mana, right? Just use that on them and claim that mana to summon other units that are stronger. We have Lava Field. On enter, deals 16 damage to the entering enemies. Plus 12 more if they were pushed here. Okay, interesting. I mean, do we... The Orc Warlord seems alright. The Swordsman seems strong. I mean, 4 and 6 is pretty respectable. And there's ways to buff them up, of course. I mean, we have this Totemic Circle. The question is... I mean, I don't think I feel comfortable moving off the Cleric. I think I'll grab the Swordsman. I'll grab the Swordsman. I don't really plan on using him right now, though. Let's go ahead and get the Chamber. And this is certainly what I needed. So we have an ultimate talent available right here, right? So do we do this? Like, can I get a discount purchase? So what do I need? I would need, what, 26? That's 104. Yes. Let's do it. I mean, I see the word ultimate talent, and I'm all about it. More you accumulate, the stronger the talent. Okay, got it? Yeah, we got that. Native land. Whenever allies move next to the shrine, they will gain +4 health. For each 25 nature energy, +1 to the health bonus. Okay, interesting. Toxicity. Applies poison 8 to a chosen enemy every 3 turns. I like that. We have to stay away from our shrine. So let's add a little bit of toxicity to our build. What do you say? And then for fire, we're actually almost there. We just need 15 more. Now this, of course, gets very expensive. The nature was discounted, right? But I think this is a pretty good use of this ether. So let's do it. I think these skills can be pretty good. And frankly, I'm excited to explore some of these different skills here. So what do we have? We have Panic. Whenever allies attack 5 times in total, all enemies will lose -1 attack. Or we have Inner Fire. Upon summoning an ally, it gains +1 health for each adjacent plane hex. Let's do that. Really interesting little buffs that you get in this. Alright, so let's move on to the next continent here. It is 6 of 10. It is called Paradise, promptly titled. Rumors suggest that the first elementals made their home in Paradise. Eventually, however, they abandoned it for reasons unknown. Sons of the Elements. The elementals deal direct damage to enemies and buff each other, okay? We have an earthquake in effect. We have fighting spirits. So enemies are stronger here. The continent is also shattered in half. Yikes. Well, let's do our best. Alright, what do we have here? So we have Sons of the Elements First Beings. So this must be a boss fight, I'm guessing. The continent's looking pretty good. This desert terrain is very challenging. So we have Noxon, we have Kielmeyer, and we have Gallant, maybe. So on move, add +3/+3 to all adjacent allies. On attack, is getting buffed. This guy is... Other bosses' abilities work twice. They are adjacent to this unit. Wow. So he's getting stronger as he moves around as well. As +2/+3... Deals 4 damage to all enemies adjacent to all bosses. Okay, so... This is definitely a bit tricky. I think this guy is the guy to take out first, for sure, but he's in the middle. My deck kind of needs time to set up. So I think we go with the shrine right here. Alright, so how are we going to begin to dissect this? So I think the first thing that we have to do is getting a training camp down has been our opening, for sure. However, having this guy move... on attack adds +2/+3 to this unit. So if I go with... this guy's moving here. When he enters adjacency with the Blade Master, of course, doubles his attack. Right? Obviously, that's going to be the key. So he's moving right here. So if I put a training camp right here, we put our Blade Master right here, or right here, he will move up. I mean, you would think, anyways. Right? Yeah, he's going to move right here. And then this guy's going to move in with him, right? He can withstand a few hits. I think we just got to try our best to get him as propped up as possible. I mean, that's the way I kind of see this unfolding. But the bosses are going to get on us very quick. Okay, so now he actually moves up. It's an interesting little turn of events. I mean, we want them to get adjacent with us. That's what we want. That's what we need. So this guy's going in the quicksand. This guy's going right here. So if we get a cleric down, either that or we save up for this totemic circle. I think we need a cleric down for sure. So let's do this. He's gonna get some mana, looks like. Okay, there we go. Boom. Nice attack. Get some HP back. This guy might actually... okay, there we go. Double attack. Okay, so both of these guys are coming in. I want to get a training camp down. It feels like he's going to be in this spot for a while. I think what we need to do is... I mean, what if I... so on attack... so he's going to be doing 9... 8. So that's 17. He's got 22 HP. Depends who Gallant decides to attack, I suppose. Basically, what I'm trying to do is bait their attack with a weak cleric, right? Maybe I can heal him in the process. Let's put a cleric right here and hope that he sucks up the attack of one of these guys. And this way we can continue to get our Blade Master all buffed up. Alright, so we got some HP healing. Okay, so he does move in, doubles up the attack. That's good. Except for that's a pretty terrifying skill. Right, he's got 80. 80 damage. Toxicity. Let's get it on this guy. So he's going to be able to take one of them down. The question quickly becomes, though... I mean, it's just an absolute buzzsaw. I almost need to save mana. It's kind of what it feels like to me. It's either that or I put in a cleric. I mean, depending on who this guy attacks, it looks like he's going to attack him. He's got 1 HP. I mean, unfortunately, it just feels like he's down unless we bump him back 1, maybe. Can I teleport him back 1? He takes out this guy naturally. I mean, that's a possibility. But then I think they still move in and just melee attack him down, right? So what I have to do, I think, is... I mean, I can maybe throw down a cleric. Just +2 health, though, is... It's just not going to do too much, right? I think I have to conserve my mana. I think that's what I have to do. And just know that this guy's down. Maybe in taking this guy out, we can get one of those buffs. I think we just have to do this. Alright, so you're down. So is the Blade Master, unfortunately. Okay, Spear. Create a loyal village. Summon 1 cursed spirit. +5 health to allies summoned on the tile. Cursed spirit might distract him a little bit. I think we need the loyal village though, for sure. Let's put it down in this corner here. Let's get our Blade Master on the loyal village. Regen, yes. I mean, basically, we have to build them back up again. And our shrine is certainly going to take some damage as a result, but we do have a quicksand node there, so, I mean, that's okay. This guy's coming down for us. So we certainly need a cleric. Alright, so he moves up to the fort. He can take... Oh, man. That is so rough. That's so brutal. Yeah. That's tough. That skill is certainly tough. We're stacking poison, though. So at the very least, there is that. What does this do again? Okay, swordsman. I think I almost have to, like, get one way out here. It's kind of what it feels like. Our shrine certainly does have some HP, but can't keep taking hits like this. Let's see, so we're not going to have the bonus and benefit of them entering. This is the guy that has to go down. Those abilities working twice, right? It's really rough, really brutal. So +5 health. I mean, I think you could argue that I mean, we gotta do something. I've got to get some heat on him somehow, for sure. Oh, that's just lovely. Oh, man. Well, this might be the end of the line here, my friends. It just might be. They definitely got me good. They definitely got me good. Can the shrine teleport? Can we just move it out of there? Yeah, real tough, man. Real tough. But really kind of creative enemy design there for sure. So let's see how we did. Looks like we got a whole bunch of stuff in the library, so this actually does bode well. And because we played on increased difficulty, we got, you know, a nice little modifier. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff. Looks like we can probably actually do some damage in the library here. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright, what do we have? Hidden treasury. I think I like this. Well, let's see. Act 1 finished. So we got this unlocked. Total of 4 continents destroyed. Yes. I mean, definitely made a lot of progress in this particular one. Okay, is there any one that adds another deck slot? Start run with Ether. We have skill mastery. Increases the number of skill slots from 4 to 5. Yes. Absolutely. How about 4 to 6? Let's go double into that. So now instead of just having 4 selections with our deck, we have 6, right? Think about it that way. Giant Slayer, plus 4 to the shrine's health after defeating a boss. We have Supremacy, adds plus 1 attack to the shrine on battle start. Choose a scroll. In fact, on the topic of scrolls, I guess I don't exactly know how to use those. Should probably pay a little extra attention. Mana Reservoir, adds plus 1 extra mana on the first turn each battle. That's actually pretty nice sounding as well. More Ether. We have Divine Inspiration. To all allies every 9 turns. I mean, that's... increases the number of reward options from 2 to 3. I mean, given some free Ether here. I think we can go with this one. I think that's fine. And then let's see. We're at about the 37-minute mark. So I think what we can do is... let's fire up a new run here. And you'll have to let me know in the comment section below, you know, how you're liking this game and if you want to keep seeing it, for sure. I'd be happy to do additional runs, absolutely. So we do have the Ether Shrine. We also have the Magma Shrine, which can move and attack. Starts each battle with 6 attack. I guess, yeah, let's choose the shrine that is an active combatant in battles with us. And then I think we can keep the difficulty as is. Deep Freeze. How about Blazing Soul? Kill an ally to add their attack to another ally. Let's do that. Marker effect is good. Domain Expansion. I guess I don't know what this is. Start each battle with a random ally on the continent and an additional enemy with lowered stats. All continents are larger. Use crystals to add, reroll, or remove anomalies before the run. Crystals are replenished after finishing it. So it's a way to add a little more variety to each run, probably. So let's add another. Why not? There's a star shard on each continent. Okay, cool. Let's go with it. I like it that it allows you to add some variety, for sure. A cool little system. There's a lot of cool little systems at work in this particular game. Alright, so we have our starter. We have a Pyromancer. So 10 HP, costs 3 mana, 1 attack. Each turn deals 3 damage to a random enemy for each adjacent plane hex. We have the Beast. So 12 HP, passive. Upon receiving damage, gain that much attack. Okay, so you want to be able to support this character with healers for sure, to make his attack very strong. Then we have the Plant Warrior. On attack applies poison. Let's go with the Beast. I like that it just costs 2, right? And of course we have, 6 skills to choose from here, which is great. We have the Nomad. So each turn adds +2, +1 to this unit if it's on a plane hex. Cleric. Adds +2 health. We know about that. Carnivorous Flower. Whenever an adjacent enemy receives damage, applies poison to it. Gotta go with the Cleric. Grove Keeper. On attack, triggers each turn effects of all adjacent tiles and units. So on attack. Arena. Swaps the attack and health of the entering allies. Destroy a tile and add +4 health to a unit on it. That's 1. The arena is 1. Grovekeeper is 2. I mean, plus 4 health and you destroy a tile. I think that's fine. This is a fine enough starting deck, I do think. So the strategy here will be we just get the Cleric to support the Beast. The Beast basically gets involved in fights, gets the attack beasted up that way, no pun intended. Plus, we also have our Shrine, an active combatant in the fight. Alright, so we have an Elfish Refuge. Starfall, yep, we're aware of that. What are these guys? Rune Master. And then we have a Sage. Archdruid. Alright, let's go. Alright, so, what is this again? Creates a random tile on an adjacent hex every 2 turns. Okay, so that's interesting. To start things off here, though, let's go ahead and get our shrine right here. And it looks like we have the random Orc Shaman along with us. So that's cool. We're going to have our Beast. So 4 and 3. He's got 12 HP. Oh yeah, he's a werewolf. That's a cool looking sprite there. And I think I will wait on getting our cleric in. I don't want him to get hit and killed. But basically, another benefit of such a strategy will of course be to get the shrine all boosted up too, right? The health does carry over. In fact, I think I will try and just boost up the health as much as possible. I mean, our shrine is a fighter, right? A fighter with a lot of HP. So we're going to need to manage his HP levels for sure. Alright, something is like destroying the terrain. And did it kill my cleric as well? Something else could have possibly done so. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Alright, pay tribute or spare. Create a loyal village. So plus 4 health when you're summoned there. Let's go with honor. Let's just get these clerics involved. So I wonder, can I summon on this and claim the mana? Looks like I cannot. Okay, good to know. Alright, let's take them out. Okay, so yeah, these star shards really do create a lot of chaos, don't they? Alright, so this guy is dealing 3 damage. Okay, got it. If they die, you will get plus 1 mana. Morale boost. Let's do it. Let's get another cleric. So I think instead of boosting up the beast, we're going to boost up the shrine. I mean, maybe I just make the shrine like my damage dealer. I think he's dead. Maybe. We're back up to 40 HP though, which is good news, of course. I think the lava field does 16. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it changes up again to quicksand now. My goodness. Alright, we want to get the shrine off the forest. He's taking environmental damage because of this druid guy. So let's just keep going like this. The beast is starting to get very strong. And it looks like you can't enter these spaces either. So sunken land, destroy a hex completely. Surround the shrine with rock walls. Let's do this, and let's get rid of this hex. Soothe before death. Yes. Boom. Alright, yeah, let's get them all beasted up. Let's end this run with like 300 shrine health. 300 plus, perhaps. Phantom Mountain. Disappears in 2 turns, but it's impassable until it does. Alright, so we have a cleric v cleric. Well, cleric and cleric v rune master. Who's summoning ghosts, phantoms. We have a very strong beast, but he's kind of stuck. He doesn't really know what to do. He might actually start doubling back. I'm guessing, yeah, he will. What is this guy doing? Each turn, all adjacent allies attack enemies immediately if possible. Certainly has an interesting application, doesn't it? That's alright. We got the fire shrine, the magma shrine. Just doing some work here. Alright, so now the beast goes back. Yeah, the beast is super confused. Camp of Exiles corrupts the entering units. I don't know how I feel about this star shard being present, but I do like that it's an option. What is this? Frozen Lake. Adds 1 crack. After the 3rd crack, the hex is destroyed completely. Yikes. That's alright. We're in this for our shrine boosting capabilities. So the shaman does go down. Battling on the swamp. Not a good idea, but we got the clerics getting involved. Of course, the clerics are keeping themselves and the shrine nice and healthy. Create a loyal village. Add +2 attack to a unit. It's another honor buff. Let's do it. Go shrine. Alright, let's go. You know, having a character that has, you know, the shrines carry over life and decent attack might not be the worst shrine to start out with here. Cursed Arena. My goodness. There's just all kinds of stuff going on right now. So let's see. You're going this way. Well, let's remove that. I don't know what Cursed does to you, but my guess is it's not a savory debuff. We do get another mana there, which is nice. So we can get down another beast if we like. I think we're definitely going to have to add some skills to this deck for sure. Let's get another cleric. How about 2 of them? What is this? Fortress. On enter, captures this tile. Each turn deals 7 damage to all adjacent allies or enemies. Based on who captured the tile. Interesting. Then where's this guy going? He's going right up. Well, he'll be taking damage there, but I think that's okay. Alright, Shrine, do your thing. Pummel. There you go. Never mind, that's a frozen lake. I thought it was a swamp. That's a swamp. That's a frozen lake. Alright, the shrine's getting very strong. Now, if there were ways to get them stronger, right? Totemic circle doubles the attack. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of that, give you some HP. End our turn there. Basically, let's let our shrine do the talking. Up the speed just a little bit. Sigil of life. Random beneficial tile. Random harmful tile. Let's do that. So he's going to move here. So let's throw it here. Loyal Village. Copy a traversable tile to an adjacent hex. How about this? Let's get that attack doubled. What do you say? Do something like this. Shrine. Although once the beast goes, right? However, that attack does double right there. Very nice. Man, terrain really is a big factor in this game, is it not? I think the ability to terraform, if necessary, is definitely a big one. Barry, destroy a tile and use the next chosen fate twice. Let's destroy that. Alright, it's a mad dash to the last sage here. This guy is buffing adjacent allies. The clerics are getting up close and personal, getting involved, right? I mean, I guess if you have enough of them, right? They all add HP each turn. It's not the worst thing, and the beast is about to get double attack as well. Oh yeah, 150. Nothing quite like that Blade Master, but the problem I had, well, the challenge with the Blade Master is he needs time to set up, right? He just does. But if I can just spam clerics and get my totem health through the roof, right? I think it's going to lead to long-term success. But we'll see. What is this? Elvish Temple. To all non-adjacent units every 4 turns. Passive. Interesting. Alright, what do you say, boys? What do you say we get a resolution here? I mean, frankly, we almost have too many clerics that are units that actually do damage can't get involved. But we started off with 40 shrine HP and now it's 70, so I mean, there we go. A long-winded victory indeed. But we secured the win. And what do we get? Alright, so we have Executioner. So this is a unit. It costs 3 mana to summon. But passive gains +2/+1 whenever an adjacent enemy's attack is changed. Okay, like down or up, right? We have the Blade Master again. I mean, it's a very, very strong unit. huge fan of the Blade Master. We have negative energy, +1 mana, but the shrine receives 4 damage. Let's go with the Blade Master. I think it fits. If we could find a way to maybe have a stronger version of the Cleric, right? A little more health regen. Or maybe a character that does both health and attack, right? Maybe adding one of those to our deck might be good, but the Blade Master does give us a little more versatility depending on sort of what we have before us, right? The map before us. If we have some time and can sort of let it develop, maybe it makes a lot of sense to go with the Blade Master, given what the Blade Master is good at. If we're sort of in close quarters, I mean, maybe you just go Shrine and Cleric, honestly. All right, so we have the Merchant. We also have Crossroads. Sanctuary, and that is passive Shrine perk. I think the Sanctuary is going to be very good given our reliance upon our Shrine as a fighting force, right? So upon summoning the Shrine, it gains +2 health for each adjacent tile. I mean, that's pretty nice. On attack, the Shrine adds 5% of damage dealt to its health. Yes. Wow. Pick another perk. I don't think we need to at this juncture. We can do it in the next one if necessary. So this is also good. Adds +2/+1 to the Shrine when it enters a plane hex. I mean, +2/+1. Unwavering Faith is also good. For each adjacent tile, +2 health. Let's do Magma Heart, and maybe we can get Unwavering Energy on the reroll. Let's see. Or Unwavering Faith, I should say. So Magma Heart is +4/+2 now, so it does level up as well. Teleports the Shrine to an adjacent hex of your choice every 5 turns. Yeah. We might have just unlocked something pretty significant here, my friends. In that, instead of making the Shrine the thing that we protect, let's make the Shrine the actual hunter, right? When the hunted becomes the hunter, I think I'm learning the potential strength. We're unlocking that here for sure. Let's do this one. I mean, that's going to give us permanent HP every single time it's summoned into the field, right? So if we think about over the span of 4 to 5 continents, that's going to add up, certainly, right? And then there's obviously these other skills that attribute to fire that seem to just make the Shrine a really formidable combatant, doesn't it? I think so. Definitely interested to find out. However, my friends, we are about at the hour mark, I would say, and this is typically where I cut the video. I mean, next up we do have, let's just take a little sneak peek at what we have. We have the Antarctic Kingdom. So we have some sages, some rune masters, some battle sorceress, and the like. Magic Tempest in effect, and Judgment as well. Enemies' attacks deal +5 damage to units with higher health. Yikes. So yeah, I think we can just continue on in this fashion here. I mean, the very first run with the Blade Master, right, did unfortunately come to an end, but you know, I really got exposed to the ways that this game is going to challenge you, and I do think the programming is very smart and intelligent. It's challenging. I think the terrain plays a huge factor in this, like it really does. Lots of different terrain effects, for sure. And especially with the current run that we're on, with those fallen star sigils that are on the field, just creating havoc, creating random terrain. It can be beneficial, it can be negative. Guess we're going to have to find out how this one plays out, but I am quite obsessed with the idea of making our Shrine just our main offensive force and seeing what happens. I mean, the HP carries over. Might as well try it. So that is what this run is going to be all about here, my friends. So if you enjoyed, please give the video a like. If you're excited to see a little more Godless, right? Maybe you are, like I am, compelled by the idea of a super offensive Shrine, right? And you want to see what that can look like, well, give the video a like, subscribe, comment, right? Let me know. I'd be happy to continue on the run. So with that said, my friends, I do think I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks so much for spending some time on the channel today, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.